If you're using GNOME, please get some extensions. That's the only way you can talk to us KDE users. So what I did was basically if you punch in GNOME tweaks into your Google, you'll see these links here, extensions.gnome.org. Click on that and it's going to bring you to this page, or it's going to bring you to a page where you should enable the add-on. You basically need to enable the GNOME extension for your browser. Now if you're on Linux, usually I think you're going to be using either Chrome or Firefox. Links in the description. And I believe most of the other browsers are based on Chrome, like Chromium or Brave. You should have an option where you can just turn on the extensions and it's gonna install something on your computer. There is this one thing that you may have to do to get this to work. If you're using like a Ubuntu based, where you have to type in sudo apt install or sudo apt get install or whatever, you'd have to put that before this. So this is what you really need to type in: chrome-gnome-shell. So for me, because I'm an Arch, I'll type in sudo pacman-s and this. And when you run this, it's going to install something, then you'll be good. After that, you can do this either before or after enabling the GNOME tweaks for your browser, because I did it afterwards and I just restarted the browser and it worked. And when it does that, it's gonna give you this footprint up here. And this is basically going to tell you that you have the extension installed. So once you have that, trying to search these things from within the GNOME search does not work, or I don't find what I want, but I know that it's there. So I just do an EasyScreenCast on Google and I see it here. And then you have an option like this to turn it on. Once you turn it on, if it doesn't pop up with something from in your system that asks you to turn it on, then it's either that you don't have it installed or you need to manually do it yourself. I don't know if this applies for any version of GNOME. For tweaks here, if you have tweaks, I don't know if you're gonna see your extensions option within here, but if you don't, then there's probably a separate application for that, which is gonna be called extension. And like how I have EasyScreenCast installed, you see that it was manually installed here. Now you have to make sure that you have extensions installed and tweaks installed, and if the distro doesn't come native with it, then you have to download them, usually from the app store that the distro comes with, or if not, then you have to do some research on your distro to find out what commands you need to run to get this. And this is if you're using GNOME. So you may have to download the tweaks from within the store, and I think it should look like this: GNOME tweaks. So I have it installed already, but this is the icon. And once you get this, I'm not sure if you're going to get your extensions option in there. GNOME shell extensions here, I think this is the one that I think you're going to want. So this is what you will need, this right here. Alright, there's a FlatHub one here as well, but I recommend the one from the repository. Once you have those two things and you get the extension on your browser, you're good to go. You can fill your system up with hundreds of different extensions. Just know that they might slow your system down if you have too much of them enabled.